Hey guys, Nick here from Dambrie Real Estate Advisors. I'm here with CJ from Friends of Congress Street Park. It's a nonprofit organization that is kind of revitalizing this square, which is pretty cool. Because when I was a kid, it was not great little park. So it's really coming around.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been involved in with the organization?
I've been here a little over a year.
Yeah.
But we've been around for about 8 years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that all started, I believe the Westin wanted to develop this, correct?
Yeah, they wanted to build a conference center over about 2/3 of the park.
Yeah.
And so a bunch of neighbors said, no,
Right.
we don't want that. And they saved it, and they quickly needed to prove that it was a space worth saving. So started doing programming and adding furniture and stuff, and that's what we still do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I looked through the website, and there's a whole redesign.
Yeah.
And that kind of got approved last year, and then construction starts next year. Is that right?
Yeah, hopefully construction starts next year. They're doing the intersection this spring and summer.
Yeah.
And then that opens up the park for
Now, will that
construction.
dampen the traffic? So it'll be a little more welcoming, hopefully?
Yeah, the intersection definitely will.
Yeah.
The park redesign is super exciting. It's going to be much less of a kind of a gray pit and more of an open, flowing green space, so it'll be really nice.
Oh, that's it. So what's your typical day like?
As the director?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of fundraising as a small nonprofit. But a lot of fun planning of stuff like s'mores night and markets and concerts and just making kind of partnerships with other organizations in Portland. There's so many.
Nice.
Yeah.
So give me a little bit more about the organization. What's the organization? Is it just holding events, or what's your ultimate, your mission statement?
Yeah. Great question. I mean, events are a big part of what we do.
Yeah.
The mission statement itself is really to, activate this space and to keep it vibrant and welcoming and a healthy, urban space. So that requires events, programming, but not just concerts and movies. I mean, we do stuff we have a weekly chess thing in the summer.
Okay.
Yeah, and drumming circle and book club and just stuff that brings people here.
Sure.
Recruiting food trucks and food carts and stuff like that.
Do you have access to put a food cart out here?
Yeah, we kind of the city is very good with us, and they just kind of they trust us with this space.
Yeah.
So Rue from the Pink Waffle setting up over here, and he was here every Thursday all year last year.
So tell me about it's every Thursday s'more night?
Yeah, so we've been doing these s'mores nights through the winter. We're going to go through February, so we only have a couple left.
Sure.
But they've been every Thursday unless the weather's bad, or sometimes when the weather's bad.
Yeah.
For the whole winter. So we've done at least 7 or something. They've been amazing. I mean, you see friendships being made, in front of you. And, people make it part of their routine, and they come to the park in the winter, which is kind of unheard of because there's otherwise no real reason to. Sure. So it's been really good.
So how do people get involved?
Great question. People can volunteer. People can donate. We need volunteers all the time for just regular park maintenance stuff like gardening. But I love help at events, setting up, breaking down, keeping an eye on things. All that information's on our website, which is congressSquarePark.org.
congressSquarePark.org.
I love business support. I think hopefully business owners identify that we bring activity to downtown and to their business, and gives people more reason to come downtown. So we do a lot of business support, sponsorships, but a lot of our 30% of our income is those sponsorships. 30% is just donations.
Yeah.
Another 30% is grants. So every dollar really makes a huge difference.
Yeah, every dollar counts. Yeah. So can you elaborate a little bit more on 5 years from now? What does this look like? What's your hope? What's your vision?
Yeah,
I guess.
Great question. The redesign hopefully will be done, so this park will look physically a lot different. I would love for every nonprofit, ultimately, if they achieve their mission, wouldn't need to exist anymore.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of hope that this park just is vibrant on its own, which is already kind of happening. A lot of our weekly meetups that I mentioned are just people in the community that, hey, can I do this every week in the park? And I'm like, yes, you can. What do you need from me? So I want more of that, where it's we can be less hands-on, and the community itself is just so glad to have this park that they activate it all the time and sort of assist with that. Yeah. I think that really would be what I'd like to see in 5 years.
So let me ask you this question. So if I wanted to hold an event here, I would call you up or email you and say, hey, I'm thinking about having this band at the event, and I'd like to have a group here. Is that something that's possible?
It is possible. we're a nonprofit. We have like a kind of an event permit for the whole year here.
Okay.
But you also can go through the city and get an event permit and hold it here. They kind of check in with us and like, we kind of have like dibs on the calendar basically. But they're like, hey, if someone wants to do a concert in the park, can they do it on this day? But checking with us first is a great idea because if it fits with our mission, we have all the equipment to do those events, and I like to just say yes to most good ideas and host stuff where people can skip the permitting and we have equipment that we can lend, and it fulfills our mission, so I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're usually pretty amenable to just kind of hosting stuff.
Great.
Yeah.
So when I think of park, I think of green grass and trees and all that. In the redesign, is there going to be much more of an outdoor element, or?
Great question. A little bit more. It is essentially still kind of a square or a plaza. Mm-hmm. It's funny, in our messaging, we half the time call it a park, half the time call it a square. It's kind of both.
Yeah.
And it's labeled as both, in a technical sense.
Sure.
But yeah, there'll be a little bit more greenery, but it'll still very much be like a plaza.
Yeah.
Plaza.
So what are your 3 most favorite things about this park?
Oh my god. Let's see. Well, I love doing markets. Honestly, that's my number one thing. Favorite thing is probably just sitting here and watching people enjoy the park, just on a random sunny day. My third favorite thing is just getting to know the regulars here. We have people that just use the park every day as an outdoor office, or they, people that live nearby don't have a backyard, and this is their backyard.
So are you here every day?
In the summer, pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel weird if I'm not here 2 days in a row. It's like you leave your kid at home by themselves, and you're like, I should go check in.
I should go see what's going on.
Are they eating?
So you've really taken some ownership.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
For being only here a year, what are your 3 favorite things about the city?
Oh man, I love in a small city that you can get involved and make a difference and meet all the people that do all the cool things.
Right.
This is definitely one of those places. And granted, my job lends itself to that a lot, but I think you can do it anyway. So that's gotta be number 1. But number 2 is the food here is unbelievable, and the coffee.
What's your favorite restaurant?
Maybe Jay's.
Yeah, Jay's is great.
Maybe Jay's.
Yeah.
There's so many. I don't know. I'll go with 4 because my number 3 thing is just the fact that it's still Maine. You can go out to Eastern Prom and you feel like you're in Maine,
right?
And not in a city. You're in Maine.
Yeah.
But the 4th thing for me is the fact that it's very walkable.
Yeah.
Is I need that to enjoy the other 3 things. Mm-hmm. So those are my 4 things.
Well, guys, if you want to come to Portland, really enjoy the city, see the city, come on down here, check this out, link up with CJ, see how you can help. Let's get involved with the city and make this place even better. If you want to move here, please reach out to us at Dambrie. All of our information will be in the website. So take care and talk to you soon.